Okay, getting more work done tonight. So these here are panhead cylinders for a 58 panhead we're working on. So we got to try to see if we can save these things. We got 2 rear cylinders and we got 1 front cylinder here. So the way you tell those apart real quick is the rear cylinders have a big fat base. Front cylinders have skinny base. That's how you tell them apart. Front, rear. You can also tell by how it's cut out for the intake track. So this is always left side, which is your return line. That's this big hole right here. Feed line's over here. All your later panheads have that. You got feed and return. So this is left side. This is your intake cutaway. So that way you can tell where you're at. T-manifold on panheads. That's why that's cut away there. So another way to tell them. Alright, this one here's lost a wrist pin in it. It's also been, looks like something came loose in here also and banging around in here. And the other side of the wrist pin is gone too. So this is pretty well huge, and it's also broken a little bit. This one here has the same wrist pin keeper retainer problem on both sides, but it's not all peened up as much. And when they shipped it, they broke a fin. So a broken fin we got to deal with too. So that's a whole nother issue. So might not have been on this cylinder though. Which one must have been on this one? Yeah, it's on this one right here. So there you go. Rust clean. This goes here. But that doesn't fit there. If you hold it the correct way, it would work better. There you go. So if we're going to use this cylinder, I got to fix this too. If I don't use that cylinder, I don't fix it. Okay, now this one here I got marked as being 10 over. Should have all these 10 over. Now this one here is marked as a 59 EL. You got 2 problems there. First is they never made an EL in 59. 52 was the last year. And the other thing is an FL cylinder because it's big fin. Now the way you tell an EL from an FL is on an EL, see how thin this fin is? See how thick this fin is? It's this shape all the way around on an EL, so it'll only be like that big around. That's how you identify them real quick. The other difference is they're about an 1/8 inch shorter in overall height. So now these all have the factory date codes, which he's trying to keep, so we'll see how that works. Alright, so we got 1 rear, or 2 rears and 1 front. And I'm not sure what size this one is. This one here appears to be no wrist pin issues. Really? Yes, that's good. That's probably pretty big. So let's get a rough idea of the bore size. We'll grab our caliper. And we'll just check this out real quick, get an idea where we're at. So it looks like we're at 0 and we're at 3.5 inches. That was at 0. And see, it's 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 3.5 inches. So this is 60 over already. And we just happen to have a set of 90 over pistons sitting here. So I'm going to try to use them. Now this one's 10 over, so theoretically, which means this should not even begin to go in there. It looks like it'll go in there quicker than 10 over, but okay, so that one's like 50, so that puts it about 15 thou over. So down here in the high 30s is standard, as I recall. 7/16, whatever 7/16 is. I think it's 37.5 is 7/16. Yep. So that's standard 3. So basically just under 40, we're just under 50, so this is 10 over, that's why I got 10 on it.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing?
Who's that?
Hey, what's up? What are you building?
Who's that old fart?
Yeah. Scooby.
No, Scooby's on the floor.
Alright, that's a good thing.
You're missing all your hate comments.
They are?
Yeah.
Hi, puppy. I'm taking
They hate that you're not around filming because everybody else sucks. Okay, this one here appears to be 430 something. So this is a standard cylinder. So we got a standard and a 10, and we got 90 thou to work with. How's that for boring it?
Bore it.
Scooby likes you.
Give me that.
What?
You get back to doing your...
Do you know how to use this?
Yeah, I used it enough. Get back to doing what you do and let me do what I do.
I was filming.
We got cylinders to build here.
Okay, we got a broken standard, and we got a 10 over that's not broken.
Will these come out of stock or what? Or customers?
I think you bought these on eBay.
Who, customer?
Yeah. So I'm going to go with this 10 over because it's the same color as this one. That looks like a matched pair. Besides, this one's broken. I have to fix it, do more work to save it. But we'll wind up boring it anyway to see what happens. Okay, this appears to have some damage in there we're going to deal with. It appears that nobody's cleaned these yet.
Tatro, you're the man.
Sure I'm not a girl with small tits?
Do what?
I'm not a girl with small tits?
I didn't say that. Never quite heard it put that way, but no, I don't think so. What you been doing? How you been?
Beating the dog and trying to make money.
Okay. Well, the dog, you haven't run the dog off yet, so...
I did the last week.
Yeah, I know. I heard he took off on you.
I'm getting hate comments about it.
Oh, really?
No, not that running away.
Did you actually beat him? No.
I pushed him up underneath the kicker pedal when I was trying to kick the bike over.
Oh, all right. Who was filming?
So he got a quick wrap toward his head, and
Oh,
he
well.
moved out of the way quicker than I got to him.
All right, well.
He got the message that maybe he shouldn't be there.
Well, he just wants to be close to
And
you.
the rest of the day, he didn't get near the kicker pedal.
You know, that's what Karen Carpenter just says, close to you. Maybe that's all he was worried about.
Yeah, so he learned to stay away from that kicker pedal.
Where's your entourage tonight? Where is everybody?
Missed everybody. What time is it? It's only 9 o'clock.
Well, that's what I said.
9 a.m.
Yeah, that'd be early for you. You mean we don't have anybody down here hanging around for free advice? Wasting your time and then leaving? Did our friend from the Netherlands get home okay?
Yep.
He called you?
Yep.
Good.
Email.
Oh, sent you an email? He was a nice fella.
He's leaving comments.
But tell him next time to just bring more money and have more time.
He says next time, no wife.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah, it's pretty hard to hang out at the shop when you bring this significant other.
Yeah, evidently he has issues with that. So.
Oh, she did? Oh, boy. Well, here at Tatro, we don't cotton much to that.
I'm not as popular, evidently. Small tit brigade.
Now, what are we doing over here?
We're pretending to work. What are you doing?
All right, what's this? We're gonna hone?
We're going to bore some cylinders.
Oh, bore. All right.
For some reason, comments were they like this machine. I don't know why.
Well, my only comment is it's back in the corner.
And they never knew what it was. They just saw it behind the mill.
Oh, all right.
Scooby likes the smell of it.
I like it. I like it myself.
Okay, so you got to make sure it's flat against the top of the base. Is there a rat back there? Yeah,
No.
it looks like a big rat. All right.
Who put that sticker on the front of it?
Dad's sticker.
Yeah, that thing's bitching.
Can't copy that either.
I think we ought to get some T-shirts made. More T-shirts.
There's two of those, and they're both different.
I know, you got one at your house.
Yeah.
Did your dad make decals?
One's on the bandsaw, one's on the boring
Yeah,
wheel.
I remember. I was there.
Okay, these appear to be big-ass ones. Oh, those are long ones. Look how long those things are.
Now, what is that? The cutting tip?
Yeah, I must have been
Let's
working on
see.
some piece of crap twin cam or something.
Yeah, right.
These are probably 4 1/8 inch bores.
You're cussing twin cam. Where's the cutting edge?
These aren't cutters, these are alignment.
All right. I'm asking. I didn't know.
Picking on me.
Hard to get anything out of you.
Picking. I can't even read what that says.
Snoopy would bite your ass, and then you'd be.
You know it too.
Yeah,
Okay,
right.
if we use number 5 tip, we can get down to 40. I don't know if that's small enough, 40. Let's see, this one goes to 3,480, which is all right for now, but not the other cylinders. So we'll go ahead and use number 4. Number 3, no, number 4 tip. You know what number 4 tip is?
I do not.
That's the one after number 3 tip.
Oh, well, all right. Before number 5 tip.
There you go.
See how I figured that out? Hey, what's up with these pistons down here?
Pretty damn smart, huh?
They look like they've been laying there a while.
Now, see, these are shorter than those other ones, see?
All right. So we're still aligning?
So this has an alignment cone on the inside that pushes these pins out, which
Okay.
centers it in the cylinder bore on a 3-legged design, so it's kind of like self-centering.
Okay.
And then I hand massage these to make it more accurate. And that's number 2. That's not number 2. 2 is black. Where's 2 at? That's red. This is black. Let's have these numbers wrong. Nope, that's 2. See, I marked them so each one goes in their own hole, because they're not accurate from one to the other. Even though they're supposed to be. Alright, so that goes down. This here is a tool that untightens it. Allows it to float around, see?
Oh. Is it on a pin or is that magnetized or what is it?
There's a bolt in the center of the T-nut on it.
Okay.
So it always cuts more on that side than this side. Now I don't have a flashlight to see where we need to center this at, but I need to not be on top of the grooves. So let me grab a flashlight over here. It has this extra wrist pin oil grooves in the motor. It's passing too much oil, so we're going to cut down the oil flow a little bit. Now, see the 2 grooves right there?
Sounds good to me.
You don't want the pin to be inside the groove. It can be next to the groove, but it can't be in the groove. Now, if there's a set right there, there's another set right here. So that means we're going to be in the middle of the 2 sets. See?
Okay.
So now we go all the way down to the bottom of the hole, about 2/3 the way down. So basically when it hits my finger down there. About there. And you tighten this up until it quits wobbling back and forth. See how it's moving around still?
Mm-hmm.
See how it quit moving? And you tighten this up. Loosen that up and bring it up.
Who makes that machine?
Clickware.
Nice, very nice.
It's older than me.
I bet it is.
Probably your age.
Pretty well, that's not too old.
503, I heard.
Jesus Christ. No, not quite. Don't tell my new girlfriend.
Oh, shit. That's why you've been around.
No, the one that I don't have.
Females don't like it around here.
Well, then they could just stay away.
Everybody wants to go with a ride with you on your bike, though.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, your stupid
Alright.
twin cam bike, not your real bike.
Yeah.
Let's see. We're at 3. What was the size we had? This is what, 10 over? Yeah, I think it was 10 over. Which one I got? I got the front and the back. That is the back one. That was 10 over, so that was 30 something. So we'll put it down here at 40. So we'll see how much it's going to clean. So this is your cutting bit.
Where do you start small and go up, huh?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of increments do you use?
Whatever increment you want to use.
All right. No, I'm asking, what do you use?
All I gotta do is make sure this is not bottomed out against the damn thing, which it might be. I might have to make an adjustment on this.
Okay.
My guess is I probably have to move it inward a little bit. My guess is probably about that far. Yep. Gotta clean out your hole right here. See the chip that was in there?
Mm-hmm. All that stuff makes a difference here at Tatro Machine.
So you have a tapered stop that it hits against, and you have a ball indent that centers it.
Gotcha.
That snaps it, keeps from moving, but it hits against the end here. and it goes like that.
Yeah, I hear it.
And then this here, cutting bit, push it against that, and if you don't rotate it, it just puts all these little dimples in it. That's a lot of years of dimpling right there.
I can imagine.
Now, if you hit it too hard, you snap off the carbide, and that causes issues. You see, you only got that much room, and it hasn't snapped yet. So my guess is it's gonna hit it hard. So I'm going to move it on a little bit further to my line. Usually there's a reason why there's lines on stuff. Probably because I know better. See that little extra I moved it in?
Yeah, heard it.
That's what kept it from hitting on my bit. Because it would have banged against my bit. Carbide doesn't like being banged against. And here's my tool. Okay, now you lock it down with the set screw right here. About that much torque. Pull that out. It appears to be not cutting. So maybe I didn't go the right size. I didn't put my depth stop in here either for how far to go down, but it should be close. Appear to be off on my dimension.
It's not cutting any.
Nope. So that means it's not 340. So that should be, we're 50. See, we're not hitting on it. So you release it. Come out again. So you give it 10 more thousandths. I'm trying to do a light cut so I can see how close I am to the center and how true the cylinder is when you poke it all the way through. We're coming off the base side of the cylinder, not the head gasket, so hopefully it'll bore straight.
Right.
We're still not hitting anything. Oh, there we go. We're hitting. Barely.
That's okay, that's just a little nice cleanup.
I quit hitting. So, see right here where it hit right here? That's where it hit.
So what would cause a cylinder to egg shape?
Okay, so now I'm going to give it 5,000 more. And hopefully we'll get a pretty good idea where we're at on what the bore is going to be. So I want to get an idea how even the cylinders, that's why I'm doing a light cut. Basically only cutting on the back side over here. Not cutting again. So you can see that was going down that side over there. It's not cutting anywhere on this side
And why is that?
because it doesn't want to. So I'm going to give it another 5 more.
Well, but the question remains, why is the cylinder out of round?
Heat, warpage. This thing always cuts more on the back side than anywhere because that's just how the machine jigs up. It should cut all the way around now, close to it. Cutting over here. cutting from here to here. That'll give me a good idea how far out we are when we get down further down. Now as I cut the cylinder bigger, I can play around where I put the bore at. So if the grooves are bigger on this side than this side, I can move the boring bar more toward this side to cut more. I've only got so much material to work with. If the cylinder isn't clean, I can't use it. So. Okay, we've got a 90 over piston to play with. I'm just using it to clean. I don't have any 80s, but I do have some 70s. We're not even cutting over here. We're cutting over on this side, so I might have to make an adjustment. The cylinder's cutting round now at the bottom, so that's what I juiced it up off of. Before it pokes through the bottom, you got to stop the feed. So at some point, it'll come through down there. Probably got another ½ inch more to go before we see it. See how I got the stop set. See it yet, we're still going down. Okay, readjust this higher. That's my next mark I got here. So I went a little too far, but it's coming through.
Oh yeah.
So it stopped cutting just as I got there, so I'm going to pull out just a little bit further. Feed a little bit more. Okay, so now you can see what the cylinder cleaned out down there. See the big eyebrow down there?
Oh yeah.
That's the part that didn't clean. It did clean over here on this corner.
Boy, it does a nice job.
It didn't clean all the whole side, but the very bottom it came in that way. And this corner here, you can see it's feeding.
Yeah.
On this side down at the bottom, it's cutting. You have to get it where you can see with your light down in there.
Well, it's hard to tell, but they get the idea.
You can't see from that angle. See, Alan's not holding it where you can see down in there.
You're in the way.
See right there, Alan? See, if you look at it correctly, you can see.
Oh yeah, all right, sure.
And over here, you can see where it's cutting on the back side, but it's not cutting on the top up here. That's why when I did a light cut, I wanted to see what I'm working with. And this whole side over here is not hitting until right at the very bottom down there it's hitting. So right now we cut some out of the left side over here, but this side over here we didn't really do anything to it really. But I don't know how deep this one is. So we're going to make a few more cuts here. Yeah, kind of feeling there. Can't really feel this one, so. Alright, I'm going to leave it where it is centered. We're just going to go ahead and go bigger. So we're going to give it about a 15 cut, I think. At least a 10. Cutting over here all. Let's see, what size am I up to? I was at 10, I think, so go up to 25 to do a 15 pass. So all of a sudden the marks will just disappear, and these disappear quicker than you think they're going to be. A lot of times you think you won't even clean with a 50 thou bore and it'll clean at 30. You don't know. Other times you just got to keep going bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger because of the hole, and next thing you know you're at 70 over and you're not really. When you're doing these repair jobs, it always takes longer. You're doing multiple bores, trying to save it. Put 100 thou at a time if I want, you can see.
Well, look how fine the shavings are.
So when you're cutting 100 thou at a time, you got big chips on there.
I thought that was smoke, but it's not.
Oh, you can breathe it in the air then.
Yeah, you can smell it.
Supposed to have your respirator on there, Alan.
You've been in worse than that.
You have been?
You have, I have.
The bill's getting bad if that field's breaking. I bought a match set of belts, the correct number. They're mismatched and they don't fit.
Why would that be any surprise?
So I had to make an oversized idler up there.
I see it.
That's why I don't have the safety cover on. It's sitting in the box there.
I see it.
Aluminum thing over the cover of the
Well, you're not supposed to get in there, and of course your hair is not supposed to get in there.
But the belts never were matched, even though they had the same number on them to be matched. The belts are getting all cracked and breaking, coming apart. At some point I have to give it a try at doing it again.
Well, it doesn't appear to be slipping any.
No, it's going right along. When you put a 100 thou cut on there, you can hear it going.
Oh, I bet.
We're in high gear right now, too.
What's a good speed to turn that at? What's it turning at?
We got a high and a low. You only got two choices.
Okay.
We're in high right now. We're hauling out. Sometimes these cylinders are really hard. The H harden on you. It kills the carbide cutting them. This one's appears to be cutting pretty good. So it's leaving good chips
Yeah.
on there.
Just like dust.
That's why I got a higher speed. That side's cleaned out. Both sides look like they're clean.
Yeah, look at that dust. It's airborne. That's so fine, it's airborne. Wow. Get away from there. Get away from there. You don't have to breathe it while it's doing its thing.
Oh, hold your breath.
Jesus Christ. It's hard to believe that metal could be that fine. It's airborne.
Okay, we got two little pecker marks on the bottom. And two big pecker marks on the bottom on this side. That's what's left.
Yeah, but while you're chasing the pecker marks, your vintage cylinders are going away.
So you can see the two marks right there. That's all that's left. Everything else clean. And over here on this side, way down at the bottom, you can see the deep ones are down there. So we need to move the bore over about 5 thou. And then everything else is cleaned, obviously. So now we need to go figure out what size bore we really have. So we have to get our actual measurement device. This one only goes down to 3.5
That's
inches.
an inside caliper.
Excuse me. Get out of my way. Come on, move it. We made it.
Is there a rat in there, Scooby?
He thinks there is.
Is there a rat?
Alright, so we are 25 under. So we're at 74, I think is our number right now. Put that on our zero. Somebody didn't have that zero. 73.4. Or 74. See, yeah, mics match up. Imagine that. And when you use this one, they're going to be something different.
Why is that?
Because this one's a couple thou different. Depending on where this is at, it measures different than what this one is. So there's 4. Today it's on this one is close. It's right on the it's 74.25, tight quarter. And this one's at well, we can't measure. I don't know where 0 is.
Scooby, where's the rat?
Yeah, so these are pretty close right now. So we're at we can actually hone this right now for 40 over.
Okay.
With its current bore size.
Okay.
So I don't want to cut it a whole hell of a lot more, but I'm going to cut it more. Now we want to move this direction to clean. So we got to take all this crap out of here. We're going to want to move over just a little bit. And this is going to be for, I'm not sure how deep those are down there. They look pretty deep. Those are almost gone. So I'm going to move it over 5 now. So we pull out our feeler gauge. So we got these long ones around here. So this doesn't bend real easy, so we use a 4 to move it over 5. Now this is going to be almost maxed out. 480, which is right now where we're at. We're at 475.
Pretty close.
Yeah, this is just about maxed. It might be maxed because these pins have been ground on. Now we already have the cylinder cut, so we know it's going to be square top to bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and just center it up right here on the top. Wrong direction. Get down to where there's meat in the cylinder. It's going to be flex. Oh shit. Dumbass. I'm gonna move it this way.
Okay.
Almost screwed up. Wouldn't be the first time. Yeah, tighten up. Pull that up. See where the mark was that was on it. Okay, now we moved it over this way 5 thou, so it's going to take 10 thou to clean 5. You can move over 5. Assume that's what it moved over. Okay, so we got this 25 right now. We're going to move it to 35. Make it 34. That's going to leave us, no, I want more than that. That leaves us about 3 thou to hone in case it cleans. Assuming it cleans, and make it 35. I doubt if we'll clean it, only 10. Want to make sure the grit's off of everything. Here it's cutting all around.
Yeah.
Sounds like it is. And then as you can see it cutting over there a little bit. So it's leaving a mark. So it's cutting. See over here, you can see it's leaving a big mark. So we'll see what it does. Shoot it anyway.
I was gonna go get us some tacos.
So if we just do a big cut at this to begin with, then we would not have cleaned the cylinder at probably 60 over. We're at 50 right now. So, if I just do a big cut in there, we would have overdone it. Now this cylinder here, I'm not sure what this is. Let me measure this one. So we're at 55 or 65 over on this. So right now I just put the boring bar at 35, which is right here. So we still have another whole 10 more thou to go before we get where we would hone it to this size. But this cylinder has to be honed out and made true. So it's going to be bored a little bit. I don't know how round it is because I didn't hone it. So this is going to be a 70 over cylinder. It looks like this one's going to clean at 70. It might clean at 50. Doesn't matter how deep those little gouges are at the very bottom of the cylinder, which is the top normally. But either way, I think we'll be good at 70 over. So we got 5 thou on this cylinder here to hone out. This should clean it, hopefully. And then this one will be 15 at that number. But you never know until you cut it. You just don't know. At least we didn't have to go all the way to 90. At least for now we haven't. Got some on this side. That side's clean. And this side looks like the other side did. So we'll have to go up another 10 thou more. I'm going to shift it over some more, just to make sure. Oh, we're a lot smaller now. Way smaller. We're 25 off on another. We're way under. Yeah, we're not even close to that number. No, we're bigger than that already. What the hell direction did I just go? No, almost screwed up. So we're only at 460 or 485. Yep. This thing should clean to 60 over that one. This one has to go 70. I don't have a problem with staggering the bores either. Doesn't bother me one bit. Go ahead and move it over because I don't trust it cleaning another 10. The same trick we just did. See if these pins will go out far enough. This time I want to give it 6 thou movement. Let's see, I don't have a standard piston or 60 over piston sitting here to measure. And go the same size. Okay, we'll see if this cleans all the way around or not. Very light pass on the back side. We'll run this down and see what we got. So way back. Okay, just measured the cylinder we cleaned, and we're at just over 45 here, or 95 in this case. So we take our big mic and measure it, and we're coming in right there at 95.7. I don't know if the camera's picking it up yet or not. So I went up front and grabbed a 60 over piston, and I grabbed a 70 over piston. So let's see if we can use these. I also have 270 over if I want to bore it. I don't really want to do that. But the problem is the manufacturer of this piston cheated on the size of it. And we're basically at size to home. Yeah. So it leaves only 2 thousandths to home, which isn't quite really what I want to see. I should have backed it off that extra thou I was thinking about doing. So I only got 2 thou to home for this piston. Well, this piston's pretty damn cold right now too, so it'll warm up, it'll grow a little bit. So I'm right on the ragged edge of honing that one out to be where we're at. Okay, another 70 over piston. And this looks like an 80-inch piston here. See the difference in shape between the domes, the low dome and the higher dome. So this here is an 80-inch piston most likely. So you put the two wrist pins together, see the difference in height of the dome. So this is 70, this is an 80-inch piston, 74. So obviously we cannot use a 74 piston. I mean an 80-inch piston, excuse me. Now this is in a 70 over box. And see, it's a 498 70 over. I never heard of such a thing that big. So let's actually measure and see how big it really is. And that son of a bitch is that big. Jeez. Yeah, I've never heard of a piston that big for an 80-inch motor. 70 over 80-inch. That's huge. Never seen one that big. That is a big ass piston. It's a good thing it came with piston rings. I don't think you're ever going to find a set of piston rings to go with it. Yeah, that is a big piston. Never ever heard of anything anywhere near that kind of a size. 70 over 80 inch. Oh. Talk about tissue paper. Alright, so it looks like our 60 over piston here is pushing it, so I'm going to go see if I get anything else 60. And maybe come up with an extra thou or so. It'd be nice. So we'll be back. We'll figure it out.